Nation of Fitin10. It is day one of the challenge, and I'm just going to say right now, people know, or people who have done the challenge know this. This challenge goes by super fast. So before you know it, it'll be day 35, and then before you know it, it'll be day 70. This challenge goes by super duper fast, and this is the first time, this being the 20th challenge, this is the first time where we are doing 5 check-ins after our first assessment. So 5 instead of 3. So a lot is coming up, and hopefully this is going to make the challenge even better. Not that we haven't had great results, we have, but I'm always trying to make it better. So be prepared is my point. 14 days from now, you have a check-in, okay? I'm not gonna go through the details of what I talked about in today's meeting. In fact, I said that I would, but I'm not going to because I recorded that and I posted it. So if you want details about the workouts and or about the cardio, okay, or the food, well, the food I'm gonna talk a little bit more here because there's a lot I didn't say. Check out the video, okay? In terms of working out, it's the first 5 or 7 minutes or so of the video. So just go to, I put the link up in Slack, the video for the tutorial that we ran today. So if you missed it or you want to revisit it, go and check it out. Okay? And as always, if you need to chat with me, just, about whatever. You don't understand something, just reach out to me. It doesn't matter if I've already explained it a bunch of times. The important thing is that you understand everything, so don't guess on anything. Okay? All right, one thing that I failed to mention, that I really wanted to mention, was this. Pages 38 and 39. Please read pages 38 and 39. Okay, these are tips and reminders. They're common mistakes that will be made. I guarantee you will read no, I don't guarantee that you read it. I hope you will read this. Even if you do read it, I guarantee you'll make mistakes. You'll make the mistakes that I'm talking about in here. So please pay attention. Now, speaking about mistakes, there's a mistake in here, okay? So the mistake is this. On point 2 on page 39, okay, I'm just gonna read it here. Point 2, it says, so page 39, second point to the top, it says, the scan a barcode feature in MyFitnessPal makes entering certain foods virtually automatic. That should be one point on its own. The next point should be, by swiping right, you can duplicate the previous day's meals. This is handy if you're replicating meals day to day, like having the same breakfast. So that's a separate point in and of itself, okay? So first point, the scan the barcode feature in MyFitnessPal makes entering certain foods virtually automatic. Next point, separate point altogether, swiping right, you can duplicate the previous day's meals, etc., etc., okay? These 2 pages are gonna probably help you out the most. Well, they're really, really important. Read them. Pages 38, 39, your manual, okay? All right, I'm gonna try to help you as much as I can with your food, but if you are new to this challenge, that is, it is your first time doing it, or maybe perhaps you haven't done it, maybe you did it, 4 years ago or something. If it's been a while for you, I really want you just to focus on real whole foods. If you can pick it, pull it, harvest it, or kill it. These are the foods that I want you to have, okay? I want you to try to stay away from crackers and jams and, if you're eating things like nut butters, make sure it's just, nuts and salt or whatever. Try to stick to the real whole foods, fruits, vegetables, meats, dairy, like cheeses. Most cheeses are fine, okay? Well, I guess there's some coloring, so just be careful with that. Okay, we want to go with the least processed as possible when it comes to food. We want to go as close as we can from, as I mentioned, if you can pick it, kill it, harvest it, or pull it. One of those 4, we want to get as close to that as possible. Okay, for all of your food, this is super important. This is super important for your health. As the years go on and the more I read and the more I do, I realize that this is more and more important. This is You know, like for example, I used to have almond milk. I do not have almond milk in my diet anymore. Absolutely not. Okay, so we want to have those foods that have had as little, for lack of better description, molestation as possible. Okay, that's just maybe not the most appropriate word, but you understand what I'm saying. Okay, we want to stay away from processing as much as possible. Not that all processing is bad. Most food is processed to some degree or another. Okay, perfect example of a food that would be acceptable that's processed would be oatmeal. Okay, quick cook oatmeal. Okay, or even, you know, large flake oatmeal. Okay, obviously that goes through some processing, but perfectly okay to have. One thing I'm going to recommend that you do is to get a protein powder. Now, I'm not saying live off of protein powder. In fact, I don't want you to have a lot of protein powder, but it will help you to get your protein up, because protein is going to be a game changer. It is a game changer. Believe me, there are so many reasons that it's a game changer. Okay, and it's not just that protein helps build lean mass and, you know, lean muscle mass, and lean muscle mass aside from your organs, you know, has the most calorie burning effect, but it's also very, very satiating. It's also going to help to stabilize blood sugar levels. It's also going to help with your recovery from the workouts. It's really going to help to stave off cravings. Okay, and there's other reasons we'll talk about in the future. Get protein every meal. This is a game changer. Also for your mind, you will be much sharper. You will think much clearer. You will be quicker. Believe me, you will think more clearly if you add protein in your diet, because it does have bearing on neurotransmitters in the brain, okay? And in particular, dopamine. It is a game changer when it comes to weight loss. Keep protein in every single time you eat. Get a source of protein, okay? It doesn't have to be an incredible amount of protein. Ladies, honestly, if we're talking about meat, like 3 ounces, okay? That's not a lot. Okay, 3 ounces of chicken is not a lot. So again, think about those real whole foods, okay? For proteins, you know, all your different animal fleshes like poultry, fish, red meat, okay? Try to go with, you know, grass-fed, organic if you can. Cottage cheese, eggs, egg whites, Greek yogurt, even regular yogurt. What else here? Protein powders, tempeh, tofu, okay? And there's, you know, others I'm sure that I'm missing here, okay? So try to include one of those, a little bit of one of those every time you eat, okay? And try to get a carbohydrate source as well, all right? So, you know, and fat will come along with this. You're going to have to add some fat in your diet, probably not every meal, because just naturally we get fat from other sources of food, and I don't want you having a ton of fat in your diet, but we need some, okay? So you want to make sure you're getting some protein, carbohydrates, and fats every meal, okay? Be aware of this, be conscious, do your best to do this. Do not fly by the seat of your pants and just kind of eat throughout the day, and then you reach the end of the day, and then you're going to kind of guesstimate it, put it into your app, and then you're going to be like just, you know, hoping that everything works out. This will not work, okay? You got to make it happen. You've got to make it happen. So pre-plan your foods. I like to make certain meats and have them ready to go in the fridge. I like to make certain carbohydrates like rice and potato, have them ready to go in the fridge. I like to have certain vegetables like asparagus, broccoli. I just eat raw carrots. What am I missing here? Asparagus, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. I like to make those and have them all ready to go. All right, pick the foods that you like and have them ready to go. Okay, and you know, as I mentioned, there are certain foods that are just, you know, easy to have, that are ready to go, that require no preparation. You know, the example was, for example, like fruit, yogurt, and nuts that I gave this morning. Okay, that's just one example. Another great thing is iso bars. They're a protein bar that I carry. I don't really recommend too many protein bars, but that is one that I like. Okay, I'll talk about that very shortly here, probably in the next video, and show you what that looks like if you're not familiar with FitStar's iso bars, a local bar. So, you know, take one day at a time, do your best, don't get stressed about it, don't run away from it if it feels like it's too challenging for you. Just do your best. Some is better than none. Some is better than none. Some is better than none. Remember that, okay? But more is better. And, being perfect is going to be really awesome, but obviously that's a little bit, maybe not totally realistic, okay? Nobody's perfect every day. Do your best and you will see change, okay? I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to get to the message of the day, because I do a message of the day every day in my videos. And today's message of the day is, I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you, and you might say, how can you possibly believe in every single one of us? You don't even know us. No, I believe in you because everything in this is just a choice, and you have the ability to make the right choices. You have the ability to make the right choices. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not here to judge you, by the way. But you, regardless of your situation, you still have the ability to make a choice between, what you're going to eat and how you're going to prepare it and how you're going to time manage and how you're going to prioritize. So make Fitin10 a priority. Okay, take advantage of it and you'll learn a lot and you'll make very good progress in this challenge. I believe in you, okay? I do. I do. Because all it is just a choice, right? I'm sure we've all been in situations where we've done something, yours truly, I'm fully guilty of this, done something, not done well in it at all, come back to it, applied myself, did really well. Okay, I'm sure everybody can relate to that. Don't do it now. Just apply yourself and progress in this challenge, okay? Do your best. Real whole foods for now, even though I sent your numbers out, by the way. Numbers sent to you. Real whole food every meal. Real whole food every meal, okay? I know I'm going to see stuff that's not real whole food. Real whole food, so maybe that doesn't mean a whole lot to you. But remember, as close to natural as possible. As close to its natural state as possible. Fruits, vegetables, okay? Animal flesh, okay, I kind of hate saying that, but like chicken, steak, different kinds of fish, etc. Could be, different kind of seafood, like, whatever, oysters or shrimp or something. Those are great sources of protein. When it comes to carbohydrates, your tubers, right? Potatoes, yams, rice, oatmeal, okay? Fruits and vegetables. When it comes to fats, butter, nuts, nut butter, avocado, egg yolks, okay? All right, 12 and a half minutes in, I'm gonna stop speaking now. Food is a game changer in this. Obviously, exercise makes a difference. We all know that. But food, which is your only energy input, there's many ways we can output energy, but there's only one energy input. That is your food. Let's get responsibility. Let's be responsible over our food, okay? Let's do it, okay? Positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself, and for the love of God, give some gratitude, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya.